Welcome back to Wrestling Renaissance. My name is TJ Leo.
And I'm Cole 2K coming at you from my double secret bunker.
Yes, you are refreshed visually. Refreshed.
Yes.
I like it. It's good. We're making progress here at Co-op Entertainment. Step by step. Slowly making progress. Now we just need to get Andrew with a camera and,
That's right. Come on,
we'll
Andrew.
be all over it. Yeah. He's working on it. It's coming soon, hopefully. And this is the WWE Bad Blood predictions episode. For those of you who've never watched our show before every WWE PLE and AEW pay-per-view, we talk about the build-up to the shows, make our official predictions, and on subsequent shows, we break down the results, see how we fared in our predictions, and rate each match on the Co-op Entertainment review scale of 1 to 10. This Saturday, I believe, it's always on Saturdays now, right? For WWE?
Pretty much, yeah. They're pretty much all on Saturdays now. Unless
This
it's a
Saturday,
two-night.
Yeah, that's true. This Saturday, as of this recording, is WWE Bad Blood, which is not an international PLE, I should point out. Which I was very surprised at. Normally, for the ones in between the big four, they've been doing the international stuff. So, interesting to see that. It's in Atlanta.
About 40 minutes down the road from me.
Oh, really? Yeah. How did you do with the storm, the hurricane? Because I heard Georgia got pretty schmammered.
There were definitely some areas where I live. There was a few down trees, a little bit of power outage, but
Wow.
where I was overnight, it was mainly just constant rain. Wasn't a whole lot of thunderstorms, a whole lot of big high winds, just constant rain, dumping of rain overnight.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely lucky. Not as not definitely could have been worse. For sure.
Definitely. Yeah, I didn't know how close you were down there, but I continuously see you online, so I figured you were okay. But glad everything is good. That was quite the storm. Hope everyone listening is okay as well.
Yep.
On a brighter note, let's talk about WWE Bad Blood and the matches. I'm going to go through this in the order that I suspect based on previous knowledge of WWE's booking and reports online about the order in which we think the matches are going to go. And that means, unfortunately, that we are opening with the Hell in a Cell match between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, as that is the rumor that it is opening the show. Which I think is a huge mistake.
Yeah, I think definitely with something like that, with it being the anniversary of the first one, the first Hell in a Cell.
27 years.
And just what this feud has been all year. I think it's definitely main event worthy.
Yeah, crazy not to have it as the main event.
Yeah.
We'll get to what the main event is, but I'm sure you can guess what it is. But I think they definitely should have been swapped.
Liv and Rhea? Maybe?
Yeah, definitely going to be Liv and Rhea.
The shark cage.
Got to be the main event.
Yeah, got to be.
All right, so CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, obviously this is their rubber match. They're both one win apiece. Drew had his win at SummerSlam.
Yep, Drew had a win at SummerSlam.
And then Punk had his win at Bash in Berlin.
Yep.
So now this is their tiebreaker. The build-up has been great. Continues to be the hottest feud, in my opinion, in wrestling.
Yep, for sure. No argument here.
I definitely think it's time to put it to bed, though. So I definitely think this is it.
I think this is it. I mean, it's the match for it. Hell in a Cell should be the match. Should be a blow-off match. Should be a feud-ending match.
Absolutely.
For sure.
And they're both basically like, you're going to have to kill me in order to...
Yep. I'm going to make you bleed.
Yep.
You'll bleed a lot. You're going to have to kill me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be brutal. And I'm hoping they have some special stuff in line for the 27th anniversary of... It's not a special number by any means, but I think this is the first Hell in a Cell match under the Triple H regime.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's the first official one. It's the first one that they've done that was not a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. I think last year was it last year or 2022 they had a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
Did they really?
It
must
think
have
so.
not been great.
Let me see.
I don't remember. WWE PLEs in 2020. I guess it'd be 2023 technically.
Last event was 2022.
Oh, well, there you go. So yeah, this is the first one. Because 2020, I mean, it's kind of debatable when the Triple H era started, but for me, it kind of started after like WrestleMania 38.
9.
I want to say maybe 39. Yeah, officially 40, really. But yeah, I would say this is the first real Hell in a Cell match since Triple H came on board. So lots to live up to. Should be fantastic. I'm hoping they go all out. They really need to. As for who we think is going to win, I will lead off, I guess.
Okay.
I'm going with Punk. I want to go with Drew because I think Drew needs the win more than Punk. Because Punk is really just, Punk's been the heel in this. Let's not be, I mean, they've both been heelish in this feud.
They
but
have.
Punk was really the dick that started it all. You know what I mean? Like,
was he though? Was he?
I mean, he could have screwed him once and said, "All right, we're even," but he didn't. He screwed him like 4 or 5 times, something crazy like that.
Who was the one that prayed and wanted the other one to get hurt?
Well, that's true.
Drew was the one that started it. He prayed for it, and it happened.
Sure, yeah. But now, that's what's so great about this feud is it's so even.
I mean, before that, in his heel run, Drew was just spitting facts about everything, about the bloodline, about Jay, about Cody, about Seth.
Yeah.
Saying he's really being the babyface, but he's acting like a heel. So, I think, they're both, I don't know. It's been good.
Yeah, it's been great for sure. Yeah, I mean, it could go either way, but I think Punk makes more sense. Drew really hasn't said anything regarding his intentions post-Punk, and Punk has already stated that he's gunning for Gunther. So for him to be gunning for Gunther, unless that was just a throwaway line, but I don't think it was. I think Punk's next in line to face Gunther for the title once he dispatches Sami Zayn on Raw, which hopefully for some reason was relegated to Raw. I'm not sure why. But yeah, I Punk makes the most sense to me in this. It does make me wonder where Drew's going to go from here, though.
I'm pretty much in the same boat as you. I mean, I think Drew could use, I guess, a series win, if you want to call it that. I think Drew should win the feud and go on to something else. But what does he go on to next? Does he go on to Jay for the IC title?
I feel like Drew's too big for the IC title at this point. But I mean, I feel like they're probably saving Drew Gunther for maybe like, I don't know, could be WrestleMania, I suppose. But I feel like they're saving that for a later date. They've already kind of done it in like a triple threat, and I don't think they've had a one-on-one. Yeah, Sheamus.
Yeah, they did. I think at the original Clash at the Castle. No, they didn't.
No, that's Roman. Yeah.
Yeah, but I know they did have some big chop fest and big slugfest. him and Gunther did for the IC title during his reign.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
like I said, I think Drew should win, but I think Punk will win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you.
It does. Yeah, it does make me wonder what Drew is going to do after this, though. But
Yep.
we will
Hopefully
see.
they don't leave him behind. Hopefully
All
they
right.
got
So we
something
both.
good.
Yeah, absolutely. So we both got Punk. How many points you got?
I'm at one.
You got
1 point.
one.
1 point.
This
I'm
this
not.
could be the
I'm not
big
so sure on
turner.
that. This could
I
be.
put I put 5.
You put. Oh, you put the whole kit and caboodle on that one. All right.
Yeah. I just don't see a world where Drew comes out of this on top. I just because you know Punk can win and go on to Gunther, and then but Drew can go off and do anything. He can go off and continue whining, that he continuously gets screwed, and that he's not, you know, he's never getting his comeuppance and all that kind of stuff, and continue that storyline. But if Drew wins, I don't see where Punk goes from here. You know what I mean? Like he just doesn't. He would have nothing, and for him to go into a series
Seth
with
Rollins.
Gunther, yeah, there is that waiting in the
There's always
wings.
Seth Rollins.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Well, we'll see. I feel like they might be saving Punk and Rollins for something
Mania.
else. Yeah, Mania. Yeah, that would probably make more sense.
Yeah.
But we will see. There's lots of ways that they can go. This is another very well booked show as far as like unpredictability goes.
Very. I mean, it's
For,
none of them. Even the main event to me were not
not
completely.
100%.
Yeah, they were not
Yeah.
completely. Gimmies or whatever.
Yeah. I'm 90% on Punk, but there's definitely a 10% there that I'm like, yeah, they
Yeah.
could go with Drew. All right. Next up, we've got the Women's World Championship. We have Liv Morgan defending the Women's World Championship against Rhea Ripley with Dom in a shark cage. Yeah, this is another feud where I'm like, I think they can end it here. You know what I mean? It's been
I'm
going
ready for this one to be over.
Yeah, I'm kind of done with it. That being said, it's still great. But I feel like it's been a long feud and a long run in general. So this one is another one that could go either way. Dom is hanging above the ring, so shenanigans are more difficult, but they're not impossible, as we've seen in these shark cages before. I think there was one with Kevin Owens and Jericho when they were best friends doing that gimmick, and Jericho was in the shark cage and he like dropped down handcuffs or like
Yeah.
brass knuckles or something to help out Kevin. So it's definitely still possible to have shenanigans in this match, but Bria's already
Yeah.
lost to Liv once. Will she
She
lose again?
has. I mean, going back to what we were discussing in the last match, if Rhea wins, what's next for Liv? Where does Liv go to next? I mean, unfortunately, they just have not done anything with singles matches for women on Raw to really build up a next contender for whoever is champion.
Yeah.
I mean, they've kind of been focusing on tag teams, the Pure Fusion Collective, which I actually remember the name of it this week. Shayna and her group.
Yeah, the chefs.
Katana and Caden Carter came back this week. Of course, Bianca and Jade. As far as where the singles women are going on Raw, I mean, they just haven't done great of building up next contenders. So, if Liv loses the title, I see her right now just falling into obscurity. So, for that reason, I have Liv winning, so she can keep the title and stay relevant, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, I agree. I have Liv Morgan as well. You've pretty much nailed it for me. if Liv Morgan loses, it just makes her look weak, and Rhea doesn't need the title at this point to look like a
No.
beast. And not only that, but street trash or whatever they're freaking calling Judgment Day these days. Judgment Day.
I do think
these
technically
days.
they are still Judgment Day.
Yeah, they have the street trash T-shirts. I noticed. So it's like they printed them and they were like, we'll use them, but they're still called Judgment Day. I mean, they still look weak, so if they're serious about keeping this new Judgment Day together, then they need some wins. So I've got Liv winning, but I'm not super confident in it. I've only got it for 2.
That's the same thing as me. I got Liv for 2 points. Yep.
Damn. Okay.
Yep, for just those reasons. Same reasons.
It does make me wonder where Rhea goes from here, though. She is, still going to be a beast, but it's like, where does she go if not after the title? Maybe she moves over to SmackDown at that point. I don't know.
I mean, with Rock, going to Netflix at the first of the year. Charlotte is scheduled. I'm sure Charlotte's going to be coming back sometime soon. After that,
yeah, they need a rematch. They had a great match at WrestleMania 39, I think.
35. Oh yeah, 39. They had the one at 35 in front of nobody, but then they had the one at 39.
Yeah, both were good.
Yep.
All right, so that is a wash as far as predictions go.
Yep.
Moving on, we've got another Judgment Day match: Damian Priest versus Finn Balor, just a standard grudge match. And this is yet another one that could go 60 different ways. I don't think that, unfortunately, I don't think that they are going to have their final match at Bad Blood. I think that they're probably going to have at least one more. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the first time they've fought one-on-one.
Yep.
Yeah,
this is the first time one-on-one since the whole split.
Yeah. So I don't see it ending in one match, but maybe. But this is, again, Damian Priest, they keep making look like a beast. So it's hard for me to see a Finn Balor win in this unless there's like crap loads of cheating. It is kind of sad that Finn Balor's at a point where he looks weak. It's Finn Balor, and it's kind of sad to see what happened to him. He could be so much more. I've got Damian Priest in this one simply because I don't think both Judgment Day members winning it would be, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like that idea of Judgment Day having a sweep between both matches. But I can also see Finn Balor winning because of interference from Carlito and could be even Dom, honestly, and JD McDonough. So I don't know. It's a tough call.
It is tough. I don't see this feud being over.
No.
I mean, especially if the feud with Liv and Rhea may or may not be over, depending on what happens with that one. Because even though it's 2 singles matches, it's still the Terror Twins versus Judgment Day. And I don't see that complete feud being over.
Yeah, I know.
And you don't really see a feud being over unless the baby faces win.
I'm still very hopeful that we're going to get Rhea against men. So my hope, because we know Survivor Series is coming up and War Games is going to be in there. What if they ended up having 2 War Games matches, one at the beginning of the show and one at the end of the show? They've done that before on Takeover, one for the women and one for the men. So they could have like some sort of Judgment Day, 4-on-4 kind of thing where they've got um, Finn, Carlito, JD McDonough, and Dom versus Damien, Rhea, and 2
Jay,
other people.
since he's kind of been,
Yeah, Jay maybe. Yeah.
he's kind of been helping out.
Yeah. I'm not sure who the 4th would be, but I can definitely see them doing that. But I don't know whether WWE wants to pull the trigger on
I don't think they
women
do.
versus men. Yeah,
I don't think
we've
they
definitely
do.
had that conversation before.
Yep.
I think it's a tough bet. I can see them doing it in the Netflix era, but maybe not quite. We're not there. I mean, we're not there yet. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough call. Yeah, I don't know.
But
I don't know where you go from here with Priest and Balor, though. That's the other problem.
I know. But like you, I've got Priest winning.
Okay. This is my
I put 5
1-pointer,
on.
though.
This is my 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yep.
Wow.
This is my 5.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. You're that confident that Damien's going to win, eh?
Yeah. I think they need to book him. I think he, like Drew, he needs a win.
Yeah.
He lost the title last time. I think he needs a win. I think he needs a strong win.
Yeah, he definitely does. Yeah.
I think he needs not just a win, but I think he needs a strong win. I think he'll get it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Finn does a whole lot of shenanigans and Damien still comes out on top without any help. It's always possible.
Yep.
Overcomes the odds. All right. We'll see where that goes. Moving on to the other WWE Women's Championship match. We have Nia Jax defending against Bayley in a rematch from SummerSlam?
Question mark?
Question mark? Pretty sure it was SummerSlam.
Yes, it was SummerSlam that Nia won.
Again, I'm still shocked that this is on the pay-per-view at all. PLE, and that Gunther and Sammy's not. I would have put Sammy and Gunther on here instead, but to each their own.
I'd have put Jay and Xavier Woods on there to satisfy the IWC for their little complaints about Triple H and his booking of certain talent.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
who cares what the IWC thinks, right?
That's also true. Obviously, not the WWE. Yeah, I don't have much to say about this match. I've said it on this show before. I am not a fan of Nia Jax whatsoever. I think she's. I don't think she's good. Has she improved in the ring? Yes, but I still don't like her, and I still don't like her mic skills. Still just kind of suck.
They do.
Like, when she's talking, she's not terrible. When she's improving, she is terrible.
She gets shaken.
Awful.
She gets shaken by the crowd a lot, it seems.
Yeah. She can't compose herself.
Right. She's not good at audibling.
Yeah. Audibling. Yeah.
Audibling. Improvising. How about
improvising? That? There you go. I like it.
I can say that better.
I don't like. I just don't like her. I'm sorry. I love Bayley, but I don't like Nia Jax. I unfortunately don't see Nia Jax losing though. I just don't understand why Bayley would win this. From my perspective, Bayley's first title reign. I guess it wasn't her first title reign, but her last title reign sucked. It was very forgettable, and unless they're wanting to take a chance with her and do something special, I can't see her winning. Nia Jax is a good heel. I'm sure they're still building up the Tiffy time Money in the Bank nonsense. So I just can't see anything other than a Nia Jax win here.
See, I mean, thinking about my picks now, I wish I could change a point value because I kind of think that they might go ahead and pull a trigger on Tiffany Stratton cashing in the middle of
Oh,
the match.
interesting. Do you think that might be why it's on the pay-per-view instead of Gunther?
I think so. I think that could be. Yeah,
Interesting. Okay.
and making it a triple threat match at some point. They're both down and Tiffany comes out. Because as of recording, we still do have SmackDown to go, and I think
Yes.
there might still be some kind of backstage interaction
Yeah.
between the two, and like last week when Nia had Tiffany by the throat, threatening her or whatever. I think there may be something like that on SmackDown again, and I do think Tiffany may. I'd say probably about a 40 to 50% chance that she does cash in at
Never even
at
thought about
at
that.
Bad Blood
I
during
always
the
pictured
match.
her. Yeah, I always pictured her keeping it for a while, but you might be right. That would explain why it's on the pay-per-view. Interesting. I never thought about that.
Um,
So, what is your before we continue? What is your prediction then?
my pick is Nia Jax because I
Okay,
don't. I think they're building to a Bailey and Naomi feud.
that's not over the title.
That's not over the title. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Um,
Um.
but
Okay.
I do have Nia winning.
All right, then I think we should say that if Tiffy does come in, no, we can't do that. No, we're just gonna have to leave it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If Tiffy comes in and wins it, then we just neither of us wins
Yeah. Neither of us
on the
wins,
winner.
and we lose the points. You would
Now
lose your
what
points, and
happens if Nia Jax wins the match and then Tiffy catches in after? That would count as a win,
that
I
counts as a
think.
win. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
Because for
Just
the
to
match
clarify ahead of
between,
time.
yeah, but for the match between Nia and Bailey, if Nia wins the match, she wins
The
the
match is
match.
over. Yeah.
The match is over. Then if Tiffy cashes in after the match is over, then that's completely different.
I like how everyone calls her Tiffy. It's just
Yeah. Well, because it's
it's not
Tiffy
her
time. It's
name,
not
but
Tiffany time.
that's true.
Yeah.
All right, what you got for points?
I put 4.
Oh shit, so
I
did
put
I.
4. Oh, man.
Oh, it seems like it's gonna come down to Damian Priest and Balor and Punk and Drew.
Yep. Unless
Oh boy,
we don't pick the same
for the next one,
for
yeah.
the main event. Yep.
Interesting. Interesting. Well, let's get to that main event. Cody and Roman versus Solo and Jacob Fatu. Ongoing bloodline crap. It's still going 3 years on. And should not be the main event as we discussed earlier.
No, I don't think so.
I
It
think this is
was
taking. Yep.
Bash at Berlin that we were one. No, was it Bash at Berlin that Cody and no SummerSlam when it was Cody and Solo.
Yes.
We were thinking that it should have been something else as a main event.
Yeah, I think we went with
Gunther and Randy.
Gunther and Randy. Yeah, that would have made way more.
Or was it?
No, that was at Bash in Berlin. It
Punk
was
and Drew.
Gunther.
Or maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't remember. But we figured that it was going to be Solo and Cody because something was going to happen at the end, which did. It was Roman coming back.
Yeah.
So my guess is it's going to be kind of the same thing. Same thing with this, that there's going to be something happen at the end. Someone either may
Well,
come back or something, something may happen that, that you're either not seeing or, something that's going to have
I'm not.
impact past,
I'm not.
past
I'm
tomorrow.
not going to get my hopes up. I keep getting disappointed by this. I think they've drawn out. Um, I think they've drawn out this. Not the feud. The feud hasn't been drawn out. I mean, it. Some would say it's been drawn out, but I think the big problem for me with the way that it's gone since SummerSlam is that if the intention is for at Survivor Series to have a 4v4 War Games match with the old bloodline versus the new bloodline, I don't understand what's taking so long to bring Paul Heyman back. I don't understand what's taking so long to bring Jimmy back. You know, excluding what we hear in from Rikishi. I'm not even gonna address that nonsense. That man is
Yeah.
unhinged. And then Jay's kind of over here doing stuff, and it's like, are they gonna do a bloodline versus a bloodline match?
Yeah.
What it ends up looking like to me at this point is that we're gonna get the new bloodline versus Roman, Randy, KO, and Cody.
And I don't like that.
I don't like that either. Why wouldn't they have gone with the new bloodline versus old bloodline?
But
That
they've
sounds
got to
way
draw
more
it out.
entertaining.
It is.
Yeah,
I don't know.
War Games is the place to have that. So I don't get it. It's very strange to me. The only thing I know for sure at this point is that KO is probably going to turn on Cody at War Games. That's what this is all building to.
See, I don't think it's him. I don't think KO's going to turn.
You think someone else is going to?
I think it's Randy.
Yeah, that could be. That makes sense too.
I think Randy's going to be the one that ends up turning.
KO's a red herring.
Yep, KO's a red herring.
I'm not at all against that.
Because Randy's a much better heel than KO, and he's a much better heel than a babyface.
He is definitely a way better heel than a babyface. I completely agree with that. Yeah, they could do that. Yeah, KO just might be the. I like KO better as a heel too, though. I don't know. I'd be fine with both turn heel. That would.
I mean, SmackDown does need heels.
Yes, they definitely do.
I know we've been through that. SmackDown needs heels.
Yes, we definitely have. Yeah, man. Yeah. But where's Paul? Like, there's no reason for Paul not to come back. That part just is weird.
I know. It's so weird.
Unless he's just taking a vacation. But he doesn't seem like the person to take a vacation that would be at the expense of a story. So I don't know.
I mean,
very weird.
He's taking an on-screen vacation, maybe. I think.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he's been doing it for so long.
But yeah, I think he's still there behind the scenes, giving his ideas and, his input for the creative of it.
Yeah.
Because he's been behind a lot of it since the beginning.
Okay, so then if we make the assumption that Jay is not coming back for this, and I assume neither is Jimmy, what do you think the surprise could be in this match? I mean, there's no way Rock is going to come back at Bad Blood of all pay-per-views. I just don't see that.
Selfishly, I hope not, because I'm not going to be there.
What do you mean?
I'm not going to be at the pay-per-view. I'm not.
I see. If Rock was going to be there, you'd want to be
there. Absolutely, okay. Yeah. I definitely want to see him in live in person one more time. I did a long time ago.
Yeah, me too. So like, okay,
but I don't think it would be him.
So this wasn't in the dirt sheets. This was something Cody said, that there is a video package that will be playing regarding Crown Jewel that will have major title implications.
A
I wonder what that's about.
vignette promo or something.
Yeah, which probably is just an announcement for who Cody's going to face for the title at Crown Jewel. But who is it? What does that mean? I don't know. Especially since they're going to be playing it probably right before the Cody Roman Solo Jacob match. I can't imagine them playing it anywhere else.
And I don't like him saying that. I really don't like him saying that because it kind of ruins it. Yeah, I mean that's you know,
yeah.
There's a little argument: is that a spoiler or not? Because a contracted WWE wrestler says it, so it's someone says it's not a spoiler because of that. But to me, if your champion says this is who I'm going to be facing here, this is how we're going to do it, and this is why, to me that's a spoiler.
Yeah, I would agree. I'm kind of curious if Cody did that on his own volition or if this was like a WWE advertising gimmick,
Yeah.
To get people to buy the show just to see that vignette. There you go.
I mean, and here in America, they you don't buy it. It's it's on Peacock. You just tune in.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't know. I don't know what kind of revenue WWE and TKO gets based off live views, but
I'm not sure how that works.
To me, it just kind of ruined, what we're going to see a little bit. Yeah.
Although, let's be real, Cody's not losing at Crown Jewel either way.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. Although we say that now, maybe what if we find out it's Goldberg? No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, Goldberg.
Yeah, I very, very strange. Everything about this feud is just kind of strange the way they're doing it, but it is different. So give them that.
Yep.
Whether the match will be good or not, I think it will be entertaining, but I still don't think it should be main eventing, and unless, like you said, there's something that we're not taking into account here. But I don't think it's anything. I don't personally think anything big is going to happen. I think it's just going to be a match, and I think Cody and Roman are going to win, and I think they're just going to stand tall, and then they're going to have kind of the that awkward. I don't want like awkward stare down after the match, being like, all right, where do we go from here? That kind of a deal, or maybe Roman spears him right after they win. Who knows?
Yep.
But I got Cody and Roman in this one.
So, I mean, but to answer your question, what could there be? I don't know. Do I hope it's The Rock? Yeah, I do. I hoped it was The Rock at SummerSlam. Maybe it's Jimmy coming back. I mean, but Jimmy's not that big a deal. He's really not.
He's not.
Do we get a turn by KO or Randy?
Yeah, maybe they don't wait until War Games.
I don't know. If it's someone to if Randy turns heel, Jimmy could come back and fill the spot that we were talking about for Randy. It would be Jimmy, Cody, Roman, and KO in the War Games. I think maybe what will happen is Roman accidentally spears Cody.
Yeah, I can see that kind of shenanigan going on.
And Solo pins Cody, and that's my pick: is the Bloodline winning.
Really interesting.
And Cody being pinned. I don't think they'll pin Roman. I think they'll pin Cody.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I think that makes more sense. I think Solo will do it, eh?
I think it would be Solo because he's the, that can, if they are really going to go towards a Bloodline, War Games, Solo would need, or the tribal chief of the Bloodline. of the current bloodline would need to look strong, and I think that would do it.
My only problem with Solo pinning Cody is that Solo and Cody have already had 2 matches for the title, and Solo's lost both. And Solo pinning Cody would kind of imply that he should get a 3rd match, and I don't really want to see that. Maybe this is where they give Jacob a little bit of
Yeah, that's true.
how's your father?
But yeah, I do have Cody being pinned.
Plant a seed.
Yep.
All right. What do you got for points? I'm assuming it's 3.
Yep. Looks like we're both at 3.
Yeah, we're both at 3. Yeah. Interesting.
Yep.
3 matches. 3 matches. Only 1 match different. 3 matches. 2. No wait.
3 matches with the same point value.
Yeah, 3 matches with the same point value, but two of them different point values, like completely reversed. Because on one of them you have 1 and 5, and the other one is 5 and 1.
Yep.
And then for this one we both have 3, but we have different picks.
Yep. So that's the only one that we have different picks.
Yeah. So that's going to be the rubber, unless like Finn wins and Punk wins, or Drew loses and Damian wins.
Yep.
And then we'll have some crazy shit going down with the predictions.
Yep.
You're currently the predictions champion.
I am, because I won it all out.
So you are defending again? I can't remember now.
No one has successfully defended, I don't think.
That's right. Yeah, we keep passing it back and forth so far. That's right.
Got my little notebook. All right. I have them all in.
You have the records? Yeah, I do have the records.
Yeah. That was all in. I won all in. Or did I?
I think I won the first one, which was SummerSlam. No, what was our first episode? Yeah, first episode was SummerSlam. Yeah. I won the first one, and then you won All In.
Yep.
And then I won
Bash in Berlin.
Then you won All Out.
I won All Out.
And now we're at Bad Blood. Man, time flies.
Yep.
All right. Well, is there anything else you want to bring up about the show?
Yeah, it's what was it? Bash at Berlin, there were 5 matches, 4 of which were title matches. Of course, the one that wasn't was Punk and Drew. This one I found interesting. There's only 2 title matches this time.
They're both women.
And they're both women, yeah. 3, I guess, 2 really grudge matches. Obviously Punk and Drew, and then Finn and Damian. And then
they're all really grudge. 2 of them just happen to have titles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're practically all rematches except for Damian and Finn.
Yep.
Really, at the core of it. It's really interesting. Yeah, so I'm hoping we get a finale to Punk and Drew, Liv and Morgan, Nia and Bailey. I'm sure we're going to get a finale too. And then the other 2, we're definitely going to see more, I think.
Definitely going to see more.
All right. I can't start that early. 2-hour pre-show? That would be weird. Yeah.
Now, I know it does start early.
Wonder why.
I don't know.
It's a 5-match card. Why would you need 2 hours of pre-show? God, that would be dreadful to watch.
And it's on the East Coast.
Yeah, it's in Atlanta, so that's really weird.
No, 6 Eastern is the start of the show.
What? A 2-hour pre-show?
No, the actual show starts at 6 p.m.
No, that's way too early.
A 1-hour pre-show at 5. Let's see, WWE.com.
There's no way it starts that early. That's so early. Let's take a look. That would be crazy if that was the case. Oh, no, you're right. Yeah. 6 Eastern.
Yeah.
Holy crap. That's so early. Why are they doing that?
They got meat.
Is there is there a I'm not American. Just putting it out there. Is there like football, some sort of big football game on Saturday
There's
night?
college football. I mean, there's always college football on Saturdays. Um,
There must be something that they're
is it
avoiding.
State Farm? Um, let's see what's going on at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
One of our viewers is saying that perhaps one of the matches is going to be an hour long. But I mean, like, even if they did that, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4 hour show for 5 matches. There's no way. There's no way that it's just going to end early, unless. But no, see, even when they have like a WrestleMania, for example, where it's an extra long show, it still starts at 7 Eastern. So I don't know why they're starting an hour early. The only thing I can think of is that there's something extra in here that they're not talking about. Like there's going to be an extra match, or there's going to be an announcement segment where someone's coming out, like Triple H comes out and he's going to announce something big. Maybe that vignette for Crown Jewel is going to be an actual segment, not a vignette. Maybe they changed it. I don't know.
Now,
That's
where it's
very
at,
odd.
the State Farm Arena, where it's at, right next door to that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, where the Atlanta Falcons and the soccer team, the Atlanta United, play. There is an Atlanta United match at 7:30 that night.
So maybe they just wanted to make it safer for the people leaving.
That could be. And I
two
know
arenas not leaving at the same time.
Yeah, and I know the United, when they have matches there, they normally get. I mean, if they open up all the seating, they get 60,000.
Yeah, maybe it was a. I mean,
Logistics.
if that's the case, it's probably nothing to do with WWE's decision. That was probably city logistical.
I mean, maybe they do want people to be able to get out early so they can watch AEW Collision. That could be too.
Yeah, gotta watch that other crap. I mean, yeah, you never know. Yeah. Interesting. I'm not really going to. 6 p.m. I'm gonna have to like mark an alert or something. There's no way I'm gonna remember that.
You just make sure you get your picks in time in the Wrestling Nation Zone Discord chat.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I guess they post those at Friday night, right?
As long as the person in charge does that, hopefully he won't fall asleep early that night. Looking at you there, Sam. Yeah.
He may or may not be in the live chat right now.
Yeah.
Get her done. Get her done, man.
Yeah. Make sure we get that on time there, Sam.
Absolutely. All right. This has been Wrestling Renaissance, the Bad Blood prediction show. You've got them locked in?
They're all locked in.
They're all locked in. Awesome. You're the closest thing this channel has to a producer.
If you can read my chicken scratch.
Hey, as long as you can read it.
That's right.
That's all that's important.
That's right.
If you need to reach me, I am on Twitter at COE_TJ Leo.
And I'm at Cole2K, CULL2K.
If you need to reach us, you can email us at code.op.podcasts@gmail.com. And that's all we have. We will be back next week for the Bad Blood results show, where we will break down the matches, our predictions, how we fared, all that good stuff. If you want to subscribe to us, there's a little bubble up here. Click on it. If you missed our tier ranking of all of the SummerSlams, click it down here and you can go watch that video. That one is excellent. Make sure you go watch that.
Yep.
And that's all there is to it. This has been Wrestling Renaissance.
That's it.
We are out.
Have a good night.